Mr. Fear.
I've never liked waking up. Not that I don't enjoy the thrills and perils of life, I just live a much more exciting existence in my dreams. It's kind of sick, but I'm someone who gets bored and likes the darker intricacies of life. It wasn't until middle school discussing dreams with my peers that I realized my dreams are different from everyone else's. Kids would talk about dreaming of their favorite TV shows or about a magical land where candy grew from the ground and rained from the heavens. If only I could be so lucky. For my whole life, the entire 22 years, my dreams start with me waking up in a stranger's bed. I have their memories, I know their deepest secrets, and their strongest desires. It's never the same experience. Sure, sometimes there are similarities, but I've never woken up as the same person more than once. It's always a new face, with new lines, and marks and shapes. In every dream for as long as I can remember, I live someone's last day for them. The death is usually an accident or sickness of some kind. The murders never fail to throw off my day. I've died experiencing mass shootings, acts of terrorism, and gruesome, painful torture. The ones that stick with me the most, though, are the suicides. Feeling the things that these people feel, it's something I can't describe. The utter disgust with life or with themselves. The feeling of hopelessness and gut-wrenching dread of having to carry on living in this selfish fight or die in reality. I couldn't tell you about the afterlife, though. Only the fear or the calm relief of death. My parents thought I was overly imaginative and took me to several facilities and friendly doctors, but nothing ever helped. And I later lied and told them the dreams had stopped. My twin brother always thought I was lying for attention, so I let him believe the lie too. It was hard, not having my own family believe me, but I've never went into depth about it, only because there was always a nagging feeling that I wasn't supposed to talk about it or intervene after the event. There was one time I looked up the name of the mother who died, not telling her kids the major family secret of who their real father was, and every effort to contact them wound up with a message not sent error or a dial tone. Last night's dream was a first. I woke up in a familiar room, and for once I thought I had slept through the night without having to mentally cleanse myself in my morning meditation. The walls were that familiar Easter yellow color. The windows shone a familiar light across the ceiling from the street light below. I realized it was still night, not more than an hour after I fell asleep watching some irrelevant YouTube video. But my laptop was gone, and the blankets were different than the ones I've had since childhood. The unfamiliar long hair that swept across my face is what stuck the realization that it was in fact another day in the life and death of a stranger. That's when it hit. A feeling of misery and hate that I could only imagine an evil dictator ever having felt before. I got up from the bed to see that this room was identical to mine, except for the posters of bands I've never heard of and laundry strewn about the floor. I see now. This person lives in the same dorm as me. I walked to the mirror attached to the closet door located across from the bed, and when I looked in it, the feeling of unbearable pain struck again, only harder this time. This person, although not ugly in the slightest, had the strongest hatred for their body. Her hair was straight, brown, and swept across her pale face. I brushed the hair from my face, and the image reflected was enough to send me back into the bed frame. It was my twin brother's girlfriend, the one he planned on proposing to at our graduation, the one who had pulled him out of addiction and into classes at this very campus. My heart sank and the sobbing convulsions took over. The mixture of her depression combined with the reality of this situation hit like a boulder rolling off a cliff. I reviewed her memories, looking for a root to this evil inside of her, but there was no clear start. That's when I saw the plan, like a file in the cabinet at the back of her mind. A gun in her trunk stolen from her father's ranch. The route to a secluded location in the middle of the forest, about 10 miles from campus. This couldn't happen. There must be some kind of mistake. I've never been someone that I know. It was always someone I've never seen in a place I have never been. Though many times I've tried, I could never change fate. No matter what I would do as that person, their thoughts and emotions and physical situation would always lead me to death's door. Not this time. I went to the medicine cabinet looking for some kind of sleep medicine. The closest match was a packet of Benadryl. I took the remaining 4 pills before the thought of taking my dad's rifle ever crossed my mind. I forced myself into the closet, tipping the dresser over across the tiny room, just before shutting the door, barricading myself in. Against my will, her body fought against the door, trying to open it and screaming against it. Luckily for me, the dorm was always alive with some loud party or another. After about 20 minutes, she slumped to the floor in exasperation, crying hysterically. After another hour of crying into dry heaves, I felt her eyelids get heavy. The music from the stream of sleep meditation music filled my head, and I woke up to the familiar blue glow of my laptop, creating a puke green hue against the yellow walls. And then, a message sound resounded from the open Facebook tab. A nameless, faceless profile sent one phrase. Your actions will have consequences. I've been laying awake since 4:30 this morning thinking of what to do. I'm already late to class, so I'll just skip today. I graduate in 3 days anyway. I needed to get to her room. It was only a floor and a few doors down from my own room. I just gotta get her to a hospital. I don't know what I'll tell my brother. He's never believed my dreams were anything more than dreams. I could only imagine what consequences there could be, or who the hell messaged me. I'll post an update tonight. Any suggestions on what to do would help tremendously. I hope you guys enjoyed this story as much as I did reading it to you. And if you haven't already, don't forget to shank that subscribe button and don't forget to click that like button as well. It would help me out tremendously with the growth of this channel. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I also want to thank Ploof Please for allowing me to read this NoSleep Reddit story. And please don't forget to check out the original story and the link in the description box below. I also want to apologize for not uploading in the past couple of weeks. My focus has been pulled into many different areas, and I try to bring the most quality of video I can to you guys. And I don't want to put any less effort than I usually do, and I'm trying to make sure I have a standard here at this channel. But that's all, guys. I hope you understand, and I'm sorry again. But if you want me to be more frequent, please don't forget to shank that subscribe button. Until the next video, sleep well. You need it.